cannot be separated. You cannot separate it. We are backward today because we try to separate science from God. Many people complain that white people came from Europe to come and make us slaves. How were they able to do that? Did they fly here through the Holy Spirit? How did they get here? They came on a ship at a time when we could not even make a boat. They were able to make an ocean-going ship that could cross the Atlantic. We were not able to do it, and they were able to do it. That was why they were able to come and make us their slaves. And when they got here, they had guns and weapons. What did we have? Who will win the fight between somebody holding a gun and the one holding a stick? How did they come about that gun? But today, everybody is talking about church. Every church should have a department of science. You pray a little, and then you go and do a lot of science. Because, let me reference a verse for you, because if I don't do that, I will say this man, he just keep talking about science. When we are talking, they say our church is a scientific church. It's not a church, it's a scientific church. That's not a real church. Let me reference the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 28. And if you look at that verse, God was very definite. He said two things. I'm going to pick the last one first before I talk about the first one. There are other things he said there, but those are the two things that are really important. The other one he said is, go ye therefore and multiply. Multiplication and addition, they are not the same. 1,000 plus 1,000. How many is that, Judge? Okay. God said, go ye therefore and multiply. Okay, 1,000 times 1,000. What is that? So God did not say go and add, he said go and multiply. And people are thinking that when he said go and multiply, he said go and have more children. Yes, that's what he said. But more than that. And that will now lead us to the other part of his injunction. So what did he say apart from go and multiply? He said, go ye therefore and subdue the earth. How do you subdue the earth? When you say subdue, what do you mean? Go and subdue the earth with your fist. Huh? You are going to make a car. You are going to make an aeroplane. Are you not going to use the resources of the earth to do it? So how do you do that? Can you pray and have an aeroplane? Can you pray and have a computer? Can you pray and have a gun? Can you pray and have electricity? There are four forces known to science. Four forces known to science. Anybody want to mention this here? Maybe some of you are scientists. Okay? Why I'm mentioning those four forces is that one is very, very important. The other ones are important also, but one is one of the biggest problems that we have in Nigeria. Let me mention them one by one. The ones that you may not even imagine at all, let me start with that. Strong force and the weak force. There are two forces. Then the other ones which you have heard of before, but you didn't pay attention to.